Hello guys. So in the வாரம் நம்ம இதை பற்றி பார்க்க போகிறோம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வந்துட்டு 3 powerful mistake making tips that will help you to improve your English fluency instantly. ஸோ எதுக்கு ப்ரோ ஏன் ப்ரோ மிஸ்டேக் பண்ணுற சொல்கிறீங்க? ஏன்னா யூஸ்வலாக வந்துட்டு எல்லா கோச்சும் பேசும்போது they'll teach you how to not to make mistakes, but why am I teaching you to make mistakes? Why am I encouraging you to make mistakes? It's because of one thing. Let me share with you a lesson. See, I was someone who was bad at speaking English. And the one thing helped me to improve my English was me accepting my mistakes. Mistakes are my friends. Mistakes are my friends and they are natural. When you speak, you make mistakes. It's natural when you speak. You don't have to be afraid of your mistakes because when you are afraid, நீங்க mistakes பண்ணும்போது பயப்படும்போது தான் பிரச்சனையே. If you go like mistakes are totally fine. You can speak anywhere you want. Because you're not afraid of your mistakes anymore. You can speak with anyone you want, even the CEO of Google, Sundar Pichai, right now, because you're not afraid of your mistakes. Then let's get into it. There are 3 powerful lessons that you can learn to improve your English fluency instantly by making mistakes. If you're going to make mistakes, then I should teach you how to do that right. Number 1, make mistakes, you'll improve. If you make mistakes, you'll improve. If you don't, you'll deprove. Again, guys, if you make mistakes, you'll improve. If you don't, you'll deprove. If you make mistakes when you speak in English, you will improve. If you don't make mistakes when you speak in English, you will deprove. Because that's what happened to me. That's what's happening to everyone in the world. If you make mistakes, you'll improve. If you don't make mistakes, you will deprove. It's a life lesson, literally. So make more mistakes and improve your fluency. Second thing, if mistakes happen. Now, I told you that if you make mistakes, you'll improve. I've told you that. If you make mistakes, you'll improve. If I make mistakes, I'll improve. If somebody's making mistake, he or she will improve. Now, how do you do that? Like, let's say, in real time, I'm speaking something. Now, I பேசும்போது mistake பண்ணிட்டேன். இப்போ என்ன பண்ணலாம் அப்படினா வந்துட்டு keep going. If you make mistakes, keep going. If mistakes happen, keep going. Don't stop. நீங்க stop பண்ணும்போது, let's say, I'm someone who is speaking and I'm speaking about a coconut tree. According to me, a coconut tree is the kind of the tree that's tall and it has long leaves. I don't know if I should call it leaves or branches with leaves, and it has coconuts on it. Coconuts are tasty and I've mumbled right now. Ipo, pause. I've made a mistake. Now I have 2 options. Stop. If I stop and go like, mistakes, mental block is formed. This mental block will be fueled eventually. If it's fueled, in time, I will be someone who can't speak at all. I will suffer so much. I will be a bad speaker. But if mistake happens, if I keep going on, 2 things will happen. My brain will recognize the pattern of me making mistakes. It will learn from it. Okay, when Prahlad spoke, he made a mistake while saying coconut something. So we'll learn from that. Subconscious mistake correction. Also, I keep going on. My fluency, my flow is increased. I focus on the flow rather than being perfection. So that's what will happen if you make mistakes and keep going on. Make mistakes. When mistakes happen, keep going on, guys. Don't stop. Okay, wow. Third thing. Okay, bro. Then do I wait for mistakes to happen to apply these 2 things to actually improve my English by making more mistakes? Do I wait for mistakes to happen or what should I do? You don't have to wait. Instead, practice making mistakes intentionally. Again, what? Practice making mistakes intentionally. When you practice making mistakes intentionally, what happens is நீங்க எப்படி இதை பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னா வந்துட்டு இப்போ let's say somebody asked me to introduce myself. My introduction will sound like I'm the kind of person who tries things out and I try again and again, I fail fast, so I learn 2 things from that. So கரெக்டாக பேசுகிறேன்னா இப்போ நான் என்ன எப்படி how do I practice mistake making is simple. I go like தப்பாக பேசுவேன் இங்கிலீஷே வந்து I'll speak wrong English, put the wrong words, I'll sometimes pronounce the word incorrectly. I'll go like a boy who die and reborn again. So when die and reborn again, my mind it watches and it becomes better. So இந்த மாதிரி பேசும்போது என்ன ஆகும்னா intentionally when you make mistakes, you will improve. When you make mistakes intentionally, you will improve because that's one way to improve your English instantly. That helped for me. See, I was someone who tried to be a perfect, fluent, correct English speaker for 1 whole year. I used to practice from the morning till evening, and it sucked. It took away my peace. I was depressed. I was someone who was a bad speaker, not being able to speak or communicate with people confidently. And then ஒரு மாசம் I focused on this, practice making mistakes intentionally. I improved instantly. I was able to see results in a minute or two. You will see, even if you practice these 3 things and apply this, you will see mistakes in a minute or two instantly. Because when you do this, see, one of the reasons why you can't speak English is because you're so afraid of making mistakes. One of the reasons why I can't speak English, if I was not able to speak English, is because I was so hesitant, I was so scared of making mistakes. But once mistakes become your friend, there is nothing to be afraid of. You'll be someone who is so powerful when you speak in English. So make mistakes your friend. To make mistakes your friend, you should practice speaking English and make mistakes intentionally. That's it, guys. If you apply these 3 things, இந்த 3 விஷயத்தை அப்ளை பண்ணீங்கன்னா கண்டிப்பா உங்க இங்கிலீஷ் 1 வீக்ல இல்ல ஒரு நாள் 2 நாள்ல ஒரு ஷார்ட் அமௌண்ட் ஆஃப் டைம்ல இம்ப்ரூவ் ஆகும். Trust me and trust yourself. See you next week, guys. Until then, stay tuned. Tata.